AI can sound confident, intelligent, and even convincing, but still get things completely wrong. Now, think about that for a second. Here is where things get even more interesting. Modern AI can now search the internet, retrieve information, use tools, and act more like a research assistant or agent per se. So naturally, you would expect hallucination to disappear, right? But it hasn't. It has just evolved. If you haven't seen my earlier video on generative AI transformers and how AI actually produces responses, I recommend watching those videos as well, because this video builds directly on those ideas. You'll remember something important I explained. AI does not think like humans, it predicts, and that's it. When you type something into an AI system, it doesn't stop and think the way you do. It doesn't understand the meaning the way humans understand meaning. Instead, it analyzes patterns from huge amount of data and predicts. And this is exactly where hallucination comes from. AI hallucination is when an AI system gives you information that sounds correct, but actually it isn't true. That could be faked facts, made up references, incorrect explanations, or even information presented confidently but inaccurately. And because the language sounds so natural and fluent, most people don't even question it. It feels correct, but it's actually not. AI is not designed to tell the truth, actually. It's designed to generate the most likely response. Think of it like this. Imagine a student in an exam. They don't fully know the answer, but instead of saying, "I don't know," they try to write something that sounds intelligent. That's basically what AI does. It doesn't verify reality or truly understand context or know when it's wrong. It simply continues generating what sounds most likely based on pattern from the training data and so on. With many AI and data annotation systems, there is still a lot of human involvement. For example, people review AI outputs, they compare responses, they correct mistakes, they rate which answers are better, and they help improve the quality of data used to train these AI systems. A simple example is an email spam detection. When an email goes into your spam folder and you mark it as not spam, you are giving the system a feedback, right? And when you report an email as spam, you are also helping the system to understand what it got wrong. So over time, that feedback helps improve how the spam filter works. AI improvement is not magic. It often depends on feedback loop, just like we talked about the email, where humans help correct system when it gets things wrong. Now, let's talk about what has changed recently. Older generative AI systems mainly relied on training data. They generated answers from patterns they had already learned in the past. They could not actively search the web in real time. But modern AI systems are different. They can now search the web, retrieve live information, use external tools, access documents, and combine information from multiple sources. This is why people now talk about AI agent or agentic AI, research AI, and tool-assisted AI systems. To understand this properly, let's compare it to Google search engine. Let's use Google as an example. Search engines use something called web crawling, right? They scan billions of web pages, collect information, and organize it into searchable index. When you search for something on Google, Google gives you links, right? You still have to click on these links, read information, compare sources, and decide what is trustworthy and what isn't. So old generative AI worked differently. It did not search the internet. It generated answers directly from learned patterns or trained data. But modern AI systems can now retrieve information, analyze sources, combine findings, and generate a final response for you. So instead of, here are some websites like search engine will do, AI will give you, here is the answer. And that sounds incredibly useful, but it also introduces a new problem because AI is no longer just retrieving information. It is interpreting information for you. And interpreting information can still go wrong. Now, let's talk about numbers. When AI relied mostly on prediction from pattern or trained data, hallucination rate could range from about 15 to 30% or even higher than that, depending on the task you're working on. That means in some situations, nearly 1 in 3 answers could be wrong. With newer systems that use search and tools, those numbers can reduce significantly. In fact, some studies suggest hallucination drop from around 5 to 15% in controlled environments. So yes, AI has improved massively. But here's the important part. It's not just how much hallucination reduced. It is also about how hallucination has changed. Before, AI will completely make things up, but now it's even more tricky to find out because AI might retrieve real information and still misunderstand it. Old AI was more like, I don't know, I'll guess. Modern AI is more like, I found information, but I might interpret it wrongly for you. It can combine sources wrongly, misunderstand context, draw inaccurate conclusions, or confidently explain something incorrectly. Why does this really matter in our today life? Everyday people use AI for advice and information, even up to medical. Now, you are no longer just getting obviously wrong answers. So always verify information, don't trust confidence blindly, and most importantly, use AI as a tool, not an authority. AI isn't lying, it's doing exactly what it was designed to do, which is prediction. But now, it is predicting with access to more information, and that changes everything. In our next video, I will show you how to actually reduce hallucination and get more reliable results from AI. Bye.